Hi everybody. Well, it's been a while since I uploaded a video. It's been a pretty busy summer and haven't had a whole lot of time to work on the project. I've recently gotten a little bit of time to kind of clean out the shop and hope now that cold weather's come, we'll be able to get back onto the project here. I've recently been working on my son's first car, making some repairs to that, so that's kind of kept me busy on the weekends, along with a lot of other family stuff. So today, well, I guess in the previous videos you've seen me work on the bedsides, specifically the passenger bedside, replacing a lot of metal on that. There was a considerable amount of damage to rust, that is, to that passenger bedside, so we still have a little bit of tack welding to do to finish that up, but shouldn't take too long. So what I've done here is I've decided to flip the floor over, and then we're going to work on converting the rust here on this underside. As you can see, the Midwest winters, the salt from the roads have really taken a toll on the underside of this bed. So we're going to use this K10 product to convert the rust. And what you do is you kind of really spray this on and let it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then once it's done its job, it's supposed to leave a zinc phosphate coating. Possibly in previous videos you've seen kind of a yellow tint to some of the bedsides, and this is what that coating will look like. So really give it a good bath in this stuff, and this is what they are telling the instructions say to start with this. So before you put on the K10 product. So it didn't take too long, and from here we'll get it washed up and might have a few holes to fix. So here's a pretty good size hole. This is back on the last cross member closest to the roll pan. Bit of a tight spot to get in here and get a grinder, but trying to get some of that old rust and crud out of there so we can get down to good bare metal and try to weld something in here. Alright, so next thing we're going to do here is just take a roll lock attachment with a 3-inch abrasive pad and try to clean this up a little bit before we move on to the next step. Okay, so what we're doing here is got an angled die grinder, just trying to take out some more of the cancer out of this hole here. Here we are welding that patch into the hole. Once we finish up our welding, we'll move on to painting it. So just finished painting the bottom side of the bed. We used the K10 product here, and I got from the local body shop. Used a combination of a roller and a brush, so kind of rolled the big areas and then came in, kind of got in here with a brush, and you can kind of see it's still, some of it's still drying, but yeah, I know overall I like the K10 product and the chassis saver. They both seem to work well. The chassis saver was used on the frame, so overall I like them. Definitely cleaned it before we did this. Got the big rust parts off, and couldn't get everywhere. Not going to be able to get everywhere. I mean, you'd have to remove each one of these cross members here, and in order to get underneath everything. So that's just not something I've got time to do. So, and honestly, this bed is probably not worth that. I mean, it would have been better if I had just found another bed. But those are extremely difficult to find here in the upper Midwest, and you're going to pay out the nose for it when you do find one. So if you can even find it, usually you've got to go down south or out west to get them. So yeah, anyway, that's done, and next steps will be I'm going to actually put the bedsides back on here, and then let's see, this guy is pretty much done as far as metal work, so we'll put that back on there. But then I'm going to fix this one when it's actually attached to the rest of the structure. So hoping that will eliminate some of the bending and I don't know, distortion that maybe we saw with the other panels that I put in last time. So anyway, that's the update. I do need to I thought I was going to fix this, but then I don't know, this front piece here, but then I saw, you can see some of that rust. I don't know, I'll see if I can zoom in and you can see it, but I mean, that's just, you can see it's right near that bend. It's right up against where the spot welds are going to be, and I don't know, that's just going to be very difficult for me to fix, and I'm just going to order a new piece because it's just not worth the time fixing some of this stuff. I've just kind of learned that I'm going to have to, even though I'd love to fix it rather than ordering a new part, you just can't justify the time into it, given everything else that's going on in your day. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Thanks for watching.